Breaking news, breaking news. I'd like to say, welcome to this late hour. I was meaning to come on a whole lot earlier, but unfortunately, the internet has been acting up. Okay? So forgive me. And I also want to say, forgive me for my eyeglasses. I have a broken lens. So I got a lens in one, and on the other end, I don't have a lens. But my glasses will be here uh, this week. But I gotta see, so I gotta put these old broke glasses on. All right. As you see, breaking news has come to the doorstep of Tony Hollers to where I have to report to you. As I indicated, I only report to you when there is breaking news. I don't know if you all have heard. Now, I don't want to send parents in a panic, but I do think it's very necessary that I inform parents to be prepared in the case you may have to go and pick up your child, or in this particular case, you may have to take your child to school or make other arrangements. Now, from a reliable source, okay, from a reliable source, I am told that the bus drivers, school bus drivers, that is, for Blytheville, Arkansas, Blytheville School District, they will report to the bus um, service center, if you will. I think that's what they called it out here on 18th. The bus service center, they will show up, but from what I'm understanding, that they will not drive the buses. Okay? You may ask why. From my understanding, that the reason that they will not drive the buses is because of a dispute with their pay. This pay, as I understand it, is called the um, extra extra duty pay. I think what it is, extra duty pay. That is pay that they are given in addition to their base pay. For a better way of putting it, it's pretty much like overtime in layman term. You know, you only is required to bring 40 hours to the door on most jobs. Okay, 40 hours to the door. Anything that's over 40 hours in any given week is considered to be overtime, for which they pay you. Back in the day, I'm retired now, but back in the day, it was like time and a half. Well, the situation here is that the bus drivers have been asked to take on other duties, but they haven't got paid yet. And so I imagine they're showing their frustration with the Blytheville School District. I don't know if they have spoken to Superintendent um, Superintendent Perkins. I don't know if they have appealed to the school board, but I am reporting that it is a possibility that they will not drive the school buses tomorrow. Now, we had this incident once before, a couple of years ago. Same thing, it was about pay. For some apparent reason, the school bus drivers have always felt like they're not appreciated. I hope you all would join with me in saying that our school bus drivers, we should very much be appreciative of their services. We rely on them to transport our children to and from school, home safely, to school safely, and back home safely. And so, uh, those employees, not trying to pick on any other employees for the Blytheville School District, but our bus drivers, although they may be underpaid, may not be making all the big money as some of the other uh, classified employees or employees in general. But our bus drivers must be appreciated, and we must treat them as such. Okay, so that is the news, parents. So be prepared in the case you have to drive your child to school, or you may have to go down to the bus stop and just make sure that your child, uh, is not harmed in any way. Sometimes things can happen where a child will panic, may go with someone else, get in the car with someone else when he or she, that child, should not do that. And so this can open up. This could have some backlash on if our children standing at the bus station, and for some apparent reason, someone have to give them a ride home. That is putting our children in an unsafe position, because there will be some parents who may work and they probably cannot leave their job at the drop of a dime to go and pick up their child and try to make other arrangements to get them to school. So I have not reached out to uh, the superintendent due to the fact it was late in the evening when I got this information. And so hopefully the school superintendent, at some point or another between now and in the morning, she will call her bus transportation director, or whomever he or she may be, and she hopefully will get on top of this issue before tomorrow morning come, and children are left standing at the school bus, only to find out that their bus driver um, will not appear. Okay, so that is the breaking news. Okay, that is the breaking news, that there is a great possibility that the school bus drivers, when they show up at the Blytheville Bus Service Center out here on 18th, they will refuse to drive the buses. So let's pray and let's hope that they get paid. Okay. The only other issue that I have for is breaking news. I want to go up here and find it. I am told that a situation has developed to where a gentleman here in Blytheville, live in the city of Blytheville, who was appointed by the Blytheville School Board to serve in the vacant position for school board. I think that was Zone 2. That is the seat that I think Miss Carolyn Lewis did occupy. And because she was appointed, I think, I don't know how the rules go to where, well, somehow the same position is vacant again. All right. And so they filled that seat initially with Mr. Larry McClellan. I can't pronounce his name. Brother Larry is what I call him. But they filled that seat, that vacancy, with him. Now, I want to say this here. I don't know what happened. I hadn't read anything in the paper. When I do read the paper, I hadn't read anything in the paper. There's so many different rumors out there in terms of why the school board decide to reverse this decision in terms of allowing Mr. Larry to serve. I'm just going to call him Mr. Larry. Can't pronounce his last name. But allowing Mr. Larry not to serve uh, as school board member for Zone 2. I don't know exactly what happened, but I do want to show you just real quickly, if I may. I want to show you real quickly. There is a policy, if you will. Let me see if I can pull that up. There is a policy. Let me see if I can pull that up. Yes, you'll go to policy right here. There's a policy for. I get back to the track soon, but there is a policy for school board reps, um, representatives to fill a. There is a policy for the Blytheville School Board to fill vacancy for the Blytheville School District, and so I want you all to come up here and read this policy. I got it blowed up as much as I can. You may have to turn your phone landscape. We're not going to read all this here, but I just want to read you exactly what does the policy, which coincide with state law, what does it say about filling a vacancy. So let's scroll down just real quickly. There go the vacancy right there, the part that we're going to read, uh, showing how when do a vacancy exist, okay, to where the board has to take some action. Number one, these are the things that will say that a seat is considered to be vacant. Number one, it's a move his or her bona fide permanent residence outside the boundaries of the school district. Two, failure to physically attend 3 consecutive regular meetings of the school district board of directors. Three, fail to physically attend 6 regular scheduled board meetings of the school board of directors in a calendar year. Four, fail to receive the mandatory hours of training within the statutory time period. 5, if convicted of a felony. 6, is called to active military duty. 7, has served a full term as a holdover. That's what Miss Carolyn Lewis initially was, uh, not initially, but she ended up being a holdover. Is why she was still serving, and has not subsequently been elected to another term. Okay. 8, resign from the school board of directors, or number 9, dies. Okay. Now, those are the 9 things which will constitute a vacancy becoming available for the Blytheville uh, School Board. Now, that very first one I read to you all, where it say a move his or her bona fide permanent residence outside the boundary of the school district, I think we confuse school zones with the word boundary, with the words boundary of the school district. Outside the boundaries of the school district is simply saying that I believe where you don't even live in the Blytheville School District. Okay, that's not permitted. You must first of all live within the Blytheville School District to serve as a Blytheville School Board member. Now, as it relates to school zones, that also has been an issue with that. You know, a person, he or she may not live within their proper school zone in order to be considered a candidate or to be considered for an appointment to a vacant seat. So I don't know what happened with Mr. Melvin Cleveland, Mr. Melvin. Let me just stick with that again. I don't know what happened with that case. I'm pretty sure there will be something to come to be printed or become available. Uh, for the Blytheville School Board. Maybe the Courier News uh, um, may report on it. I don't know. I see my board over here. At least I see one comment, and like I say, I'm getting ready to get off here, and so hopefully we'll find out something uh, in the days to come as to why Mr. Larry their decision to allow him to sit on the school board, why that decision was reversed. Okay, and as for the big story uh, about there possibly may be bus drivers going on strike tomorrow. I pray that they don't, but that's the information I have. So, parents, please make preparations. If you have to leave the school to go and check on your child, uh, please make plans with your employer. And for those of you mothers who are staying home moms, please be prepared to try to find you a ride to go and pick up your child. Okay? And I'm going to these comments right now, and then I'm going to get up out of here. Okay? So let me go to the comments now. Don't see but two, and we're going to see if we can bring them up. Look like we got one. Here go one. Miss, is that Miss Anita Brown? She say they need to do better, and they wonder our children, why our children are going astray. I agree with you wholeheartedly. You know, going back to picking a superintendent for the Blytheville School District, and many of you know that was like a circus. You know, they had so many food fights, uh, just about every meeting that they had when they was trying to hire a school superintendent. It was very uh, unprofessional to see them sit and conduct themselves like that. Um, it just was a mess, very embarrassing. Um, and I stopped going to the school board meetings. I just got tired of seeing the food fights. Uh, but again, I agree with you. Um, our children, our students are watching the behavior of grown folks who happen in this particular case to be the school board. And so hopefully they'll get their act together. We're in a new year now, 2023, and I'm hoping that we won't bring that same messy garbage over to 23 school year that we left in 22. And so hopefully the Blytheville School Board will get their act together. All right. So I agree with you. Uh, Ms. Sheila Rump, if convicted as felony, what about if you are an ex-felon? Well, felon period, Mrs. Rump. Felon period. Whether you uh, are an ex-felon, in this particular case, we are talking about ex-felons. That's I don't know if Mr. I don't even know if Mr. Melvin is a felon, and so let me correct that right now. Uh, I don't even think that was the case. So until I get more information on that, I really don't want to speak too much more on it. But to answer your question, when it comes to felon, you know, that you are a felon or an ex-felon, you are ineligible to serve uh, on the Blytheville School Board. You know, don't matter. You're a felon or an ex-felon. You cannot serve on the Blytheville School Board. All right. Now, um, if you know of someone uh, that might have had some brush with the law to where he or she uh, was assessed with a felon, meaning they either enter a court of law and they pleaded guilty to a felony charge, or they went to trial and they was convicted in a trial and found guilty having to commit a felon or felonies. And so that's the best answer that I can give you. If you are a felon, presently, whether it's uh, you are presently serving time as a felon, or you have satisfied your sentence as a felon, which makes you an ex-felon. Either way, you're ineligible. So that's the best answer I can give to that. Those are the only two comments I have. And I've only been on 19 minutes, which I was hoping to do this in 10 minutes. Uh, and so we have no other comments, and so no other questions. Don't take long to come on and speak your mind as to uh, how you feel about these two issues, which the breaking news for tonight was Blytheville School Bus Drivers may strike in the morning. You hear me? Blytheville School Bus Drivers may strike in the morning because they have not received their extra duty pay. That's like if you do any other thing in addition to your regular, uh, uh, work day or work week, to where you not only have um, satisfied the required hours to work, but you have exceeded those required hours in any particular day or any particular week. That is what is considered extra duty pay. So again, I say to the Blytheville superintendent and school board, let's make this thing right. Let's give these Blytheville school bus drivers, let's give them what they rightfully deserve. If that's the case, okay? If they have worked it extra duties and have not been paid, that is considered what we call, there's a legal term for it, but I just put it in layman terms. When you ask another to work and you not compensate them for their labor, then that labor is considered to be called free labor, which in another term could be considered slavery. You are forcing someone to give you labor without pay. So hopefully the school board will get their act together, and the superintendent, which I think that daily activity might be in the hands of the superintendent who run the school district, oversee the school district. And so I imagine that falls in the lap of the superintendent. So before I get off, I want to say congratulations, though, to the Blytheville School District. As I understand, I read somewhere to where we will be holding the state tournament, okay? Basketball tournament. It'll be right here in Blytheville, Arkansas. Please come out, support the Blytheville basketball team. I understand that they are they bad. That's what I understand. They're just I'm just gonna put it in just layman terms. I heard the boys are bad. I hadn't had an opportunity to get to see them play since last year, but I'm understanding that the boys are bad. I understand they're undefeated. And so that's the good thing about not just for the Blytheville School District, but for the city of Blytheville. And once we put that much energy and concern into our test scores, the Blytheville School District, I think this school in this city, man, what a privilege and an honor it would be to speak about those good things here in Blytheville, Arkansas. So that's all I have, ladies and gentlemen. I just want to give you that breaking news, and I'm getting ready to get off. I'm going back to my banner. If I don't see any other comment, I'm finna hang it up. Okay? Been on here 23 minutes. I'm gonna count. Going once, going twice, 3 times. There is no more comments. And so I'm going to go ahead and exit. Again, I'm only coming on tonight because I had to give this breaking news. I am still down until late March is when I come back up for my weekly show, Tony Hollis Live Talk Show Testify. And so let's support our bus drivers, and by all means, let's do whatever it takes to make sure that our children get to school and home safely. Our bus drivers are some valuable, appreciated employees. And so let's show them that. Give them their due. They're not asking for anything. They have worked it for that. They have given their time, their services, their labor, and for that, they should be justly compensated. So again, I'm gone. Peace and love. God bless. And may you all catch me again next week. Okay? Peace and love. Good night. And I will see you when I see you.